All days. Let's get ready to rumble. I have listened tonight, and I want to first of all say, in order to hang together and move together, we got to heal the pain. A lot of pain. Pain born out of PLP's feeling hurt. More importantly, feeling neglected when the PLP had time to do something. Mr. Leader, you need to spend not only 1 week, 2 weeks, you spend more time, whatever time it takes to get things right. Now, I listened carefully to Mr. Bevins in the back there, and I just want to say this. You will recall that I was Minister of Health and the Environment for 10 years. 5 years, 2002 to 2007. Yes. And the questions that he has are relevant to this ongoing dispute with OBAN. He asked for facts. I asked you to tune in on Monday because I have sent to the newspapers the relevant facts with the environment that affect East and Bahama. That should be out on Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. And I want to say this, that as the leader has pointed out, and of course our deputy leader has pointed out with the OBAN exercise, there is much dirt that is being hidden from the people. There are many problems. I address the environmental issues because I know how the issue has gotten to where it is. You see, the problem was that when I was Minister for the Environment, Prime Minister Christie made it clear that the best commission would be in the Ministry of the Environment so that he was not adversely influenced by having it in his own portfolio. The best commission is designed to present to Cabinet scientific evidence of what will happen to the environment. What Mr. Minnis did, in order to keep that silent, he took the best commission and put it in his office and shut them up. In fact, you heard Mr. Duna say that he hadn't met with the best commission because he wasn't allowed to, or they couldn't find a time for him. The problem was it was in the Prime Minister's office, and they had to keep quiet. But they are the investigative body that should have provided scientific-based evidence on what the damage would be to the environment. Now that hasn't been stressed, but it will be in the report or the article that will come out on Monday. That is the beginning of the problem that the Prime Minister now has to answer. Why was the best commission brought into his office, emasculating the Minister for the Environment, who you saw on TV couldn't say a word because he was deballed, emasculated. He had no information, and he knew if he opened his mouth, he would probably say the wrong thing. Because the Prime Minister had made up his mind that this was a deal that had to go quickly without any interruption. And I will tell you, during the 5 years that I was in the Cabinet with Minister Mitchell, that Mr. Christie, Prime Minister Christie, respected the reports of the best commission that were presented by me in Cabinet, and all projects that had a major environmental impact had to wait until the best commission and the EIAs were completed. That's what happened in the past. That's what hasn't happened in this issue. Because Minnis was so concerned about providing a few jobs on Grand Bahama that he short-circuited and shortcut everything that would have provided the necessary information to say that this is a project that should not go ahead from the environmental point of view. Now, the details of whether the people have the money, I won't get into that. I'm sure a leader, a deputy leader, will get into that information. But take my word, read carefully the report that I sent in over the week, yesterday. It should appear on Monday. And the reason I waited until this time was because I wanted to hear what the Prime Minister had to say, which he said on Tuesday, to see whether he clarified anything of importance. He didn't. It's only made matters worse. But the facts relative to the environment will be addressed in the report that I sent to the media. Mr. Leader, I want to say to you and Deputy Chairman, Dr. Dowell, that the PLP on Grand Bahama, having lived here for 40 years, are dedicated people who need to pull together as opposed to fighting with each other. And I think the first step would be for a greater presence of the leadership of the party to work through the people. And to show respect for everybody, young and old. So now I'm in the category of old. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you all very much.